Well, the answer is that there were some hot, rainy days, and a picture can help us understand this. So let's say I'll draw a circle to represent the number of hot days, and we know there were 15. So there are 15 days inside this circle. Now there are 20 rainy days. I'll draw my circle, but I'll make it overlap like this, because in here where the two circles intersect, those will be the hot rainy days. Now if I draw a rectangle like this, must put on my 20 for the rainy days, and then I also know there were 5 days where it wasn't hot or rainy or both, so I need to have my 5 days out here somewhere. Okay, so we know there are 31 days. So if I subtract the 5 days that were neither hot or rainy, I've got 26. So there must be 26 dots in the two circles somewhere. Now, I must have 15 in here and 20 in here. 15 and 20 is 35, but it must only be 26. So I seem to have 35, but I've only got 26. If I subtract, I'll get 9. So there will be 9 dots in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when I come to do my 15 hot days, I've already got 9. So I just need 6 outside here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 9 plus 6 will make my 15. I want 20 here. I've already got 9, so I need 11 out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's your answer to the problem. There were 9 days when it was both hot and rainy. So if we count the number of dots now, in this circle I've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So that's how that works. Now, diagrams like this are called Venn diagrams, after the person who invented them. So this is an example of a Venn diagram. So we are going to now, in the next part of the video, learn more about Venn diagrams. Now, a Venn diagram, like the one we just looked at, is really a picture of groups of things. In the Venn diagram we were talking about days in December. So we talk about a set. A set is just a collection of items, and you can either list them or describe them. So let's say I've got a stick and a laser pointer, what else have I got, and an eraser. Okay, those are my 3 items. And I'll put them in a box. So I've put them in my box, something like that. Just think of a set as a box of items. So here we would have the set of, oh good, in my set there's a laser pointer, an eraser and a stick. So I would write that like this. We use curly brackets for a set of objects, and I had a pointer, so I had a pointer, whoops, a stick and an eraser. And we normally give our sets names, and we use capital letters, so I say A is the set with a pointer, stick and eraser in it. And if I want the number of things in A, I'll write it like that, which is 3. And these are called elements. And let's say the stick is an element of A, so we will say stick, then we use this funky little E like that, is an element of A. Oops. Now the order in which we write the elements of a set does not matter. So we've got pointer, stick, eraser. We could have written stick, eraser, pointer. We could write them in any order, because think of the box, it just matters what is in the box, not the way you say them. Now it's also clear that, say, a pencil is not in the box. So pencil is not. So we can put a line through our funky E and say a pencil is not an element of A. Now in mathematics we all deal with, well, a lot of the time we all deal with sets of numbers. So let's say you've got the set P, use my curly brackets, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 in it. Then we know the number of elements in P is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for example, 3 is an element of P, but a number like a half is not an element of P. Okay, so to finish this little video, I'll give you some questions on what you've been watching, and then I'll quickly go through the answers. Here are your 2 questions. So stop the tape, write out your answers, and then when you're ready, start the tape again and check your answers with mine. Okay, number 1, natural numbers less than 50 divisible by 16. So natural numbers, we know 1, 2, carry on up to 50. So we've got to decide which of those are divisible by 16. Use our curly brackets for A. So the first one will be 16. That's the first multiple. Then 32. Then 48. And that's it, because the next one is too big. So there's your answer to the first one. Now let's look at the second one. You've got to recognize these numbers as square numbers. So B is equal to the set of square numbers. Square numbers. The last one is 25. So let's say less than, what's the next square number? 36. So anything between 25 and 36, so I'll say square numbers less than 31. You could obviously put different numbers in here. Okay, well, that's the first video. Hope it makes sense. If not, just watch it again.